Hey y'all, Crystal here from ChristaCoDesign. Today we are looking at how to make slip stitch ribbing. I have my little sample here and you can just see how stretchy it is, which is what we want in a ribbing. This is a fabulous ribbing for hat brims and necklines on sweaters and hems on sweaters. They keep your sleeve cuffs nice and tight, which is what you want. A little stretch to make it a fitted beanie so that it is snug on the head. So let's get started. Okay, this ribbing works great with any weight yarn. I'm using a number 4 weight yarn here and a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook size K. We'll start with the slip knot on our hook, and for this tutorial I'm going to chain 10. I'll have 9 stitches because we're going to skip 1 stitch as a turning chain. So I like to work in the back bump here, and you're going to insert your hook in the second chain from your hook and then yarn over and pull through. Insert your hook in the next chain, yarn over and pull through. And we're just repeating that across. We're starting with slip stitches in each chain across. Okay, this is the last chain here. After I slip stitch into this chain, I'm going to turn my work. Then I'll chain 1 to start the row. This does not count as a stitch. Okay, so if you look on the top here, we're going to go in the back loop only, insert our hook into the back loop of each of the slip stitches and slip stitch again. So you just yarn over and pull through both loops to do that. Insert into the back, pull through both. Just repeat that across. There we go, we have row 2 done. Now this is going to be a 1 row repeat. So you turn, chain 1, slip stitch in the back loop of each slip stitch across the row. Just keep repeating that row for the length of your ribbing. It'll take a few rows for you to really be able to see that it is working up stretchy. A couple things to note about this ribbing is that the number of chains that you make is going to be how tall your ribbing is. So like for wrist cuff ribbing, you might want like 2 inches or more. And maybe for neckline ribbing, you only want 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch worth. And then the length that you work to is going to be how far around your ribbing goes. Like for around your beanie, you're going to want it to be the circumference of the head minus a couple inches because it's going to stretch. And the same thing with sleeve cuffs. You want it to be a little bit smaller than the actual wrist measurement so that the stretch keeps it snug on and it's not too loose.